back to Free and 40. Today, if you are following along with the devotional, it is day 15. However, if you are not, it is week 3 workout 1. We are already in week 3. How awesome is that? Okay, so for today is upper work. Dumbbells will be needed. We have 6 exercises in total, 40 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, and we're repeating 4 times. So go ahead, grab those dumbbells, let's get ready, and let's dive right on into today's workout. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We're actually gonna start down on the ground. So go ahead and come on down here for me. All fours, we're going to do some threads. So go ahead, bring one arm underneath. If you're able to tap that shoulder down, tap that shoulder down. If not, that is okay. Go with where you're able to go. There we go. Like I said, today is upper body. 6 exercises. You're repeating each one 4 times, 40 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Okay, we're about to go into a modified push-up. Ready? Go ahead, come here into a nice good mod plank position. Walk your hands slightly outside of those shoulders, then give me a nice good mod push-up. If you need more modification, elevate yourself with a chair, a bench, a couch, countertop, the wall, whatever you need, okay? With it being upper body, just remember where you need weight-wise for that, okay? Go ahead and come back up onto that all 4 position for me right here. Give me some cat-cows. There we go. Now, the way that some of the exercises are gonna work is that they're gonna focus, some of them will stay the same throughout all 4 repeats, but some of them, while they'll focus on the same move, might be adjusted just a little bit, okay? Go ahead and come on up for me right here, and we're gonna walk it out. Come into an inchworm, hit that high plank if you need to, go to your knees, and then come back up. There you go. If anything is unilateral, we'll hit it 1 time on one side, and then we'll switch and alternate and get the other side. Now, if you've never worked out with me before, hi, hello, my name is Bree. I do talk a lot in my workouts. If that bugs you, just go ahead and mute me. That's totally okay. I just like to make sure that I talk in form so that you get the most out of the move, okay? Go ahead and come on up for me. We're gonna do some rolls here. I want you to go to the back first, big and exaggerated, okay? Think about opening up your chest as you go backwards. I also will do any postnatal adjustments and any modifications after I show the move full out, okay? Go ahead and switch directions. I will say with upper body, there's not a whole lot of moves that have different ways to do it, if that makes sense. It's more so going to be just reducing weight. All right, so if I don't get immediately to any modification, just know, probably roll out your wrist real quick. Where's our heart today? If I don't get to a modification right away, go ahead and just pull. Just know it's more than likely you're gonna have to drop some weight, okay? We also only have 30 seconds between each round, so just know I'm probably going to talk a little bit more towards the end of that 4th repeat, what your upcoming move is, okay? And go ahead, grab your dumbbells. Move 1, you got a 3-way curl, okay? Elbows locked in tight here. Regular bicep curl. Then you're gonna bring your palms towards each other for a hammer curl. Bring your palms back up and go out to 45-degree angle, wide. Bring it back in for that hammer. Bring it back to normal and just keep repeating. That's it, that's all you got. All right. If you need to, adjust weight accordingly, okay? Make sure that you have a nice, good, solid foundation. Feet are underneath your hips, slight bend in those knees. Rotate your pelvis, lock in your core. Elbows stay locked in, okay? Let's go. What I don't want you to do is to swing the weight, okay? And I'll show that in just a moment. Once you're done with your wide, go right back to that hammer. After your hammer, go right back to the regular. Regular, flip it in for your hammer, slip it back out, wide, as if you're going to the corners of the room here, okay? Now, when it comes to your elbows, what I'm talking about, a lot of times people do this to get the weight up, okay? They swing a little bit, whether it's big or it's little, and sometimes they'll just go ahead and rest. They'll just do it with their arms, not necessarily their whole body. It really depends. If you have to swing in any way, shape, or form, you need to regress the weight down, okay? You need to reduce that because that means it is way too much, okay? When your elbows don't stay locked into your side, you are starting to get other muscles to do the move for them, okay? And if you have to swing, well, the majority of the work is gonna come from your hips more than anything, depending on how you're swinging. That's typically the way that we see it. You have other big muscle groups lifting that weight for you instead of your biceps, okay? So it's not a bad thing. If you need to, you can always kickstand it. Sometimes this gives people a little bit of oomph, or you can also just drop the weight, okay? If you need to, go ahead and relax. You can always do one side at a time. I just want you to make sure, rotate that pelvis. I want a good neutral alignment here, ribs over your hips, core is engaged, okay? Do not arch in this low back. Go again. I don't want you to arch in your low back. Nice, good posture. I want you to think nice, tall, and proud here, okay? Don't let your shoulders roll forward, and try not to bring your head down like this. Sometimes people, because they get so focused in the move, right? They go, and they get down here. Don't do that. When you're doing that, you're actually causing some muscles to strain and kind of in a way work during that move that we don't want working, okay? It's okay if you need to look down, just don't cave your chin down towards your chest, okay? You're doing great. Breathe. Remember, there is no swinging, no arching in that low back, all right? Shake it out. You got one more time. Coming up in round two, well, exercise two. It's gonna be push-up, but we're gonna alternate, okay? Get ready, go. We're gonna alternate between regular push-ups and triceps. And what I mean by that is for 40 seconds, it's regular. For the next 40 triceps, go back to regular, go back to triceps, okay? Now, again, for the push-ups, if you need to, go from your knees, but pregnancy, postpartum, and even further mod, elevate if you need to, okay? Chair, bench, couch, countertop, coffee table, wall, anything like that will help you elevate. You just need to make sure that you have good form still, okay? Just because you elevate, just because you modify, go ahead and rest, does not mean that you lose your form, okay? So like I said, regular push-up is first. The base position for a push-up is a plank, okay? So start off in that plank position, nail that first, lock it in, then walk your hands slightly outside of your shoulders. All right, you can always adjust this. Make sure, again, rotate that pelvis and lock it in. You're gonna come down and up, right there if you need to. Everything's locked in and you're here on your knees. Ready? Let's go. Now, let me tell you real quick, as you're doing this push-up, a lot of times people go out to the side in this T position. I do not want that. I want you to keep it in just a little bit with those elbows, okay? So picture kind of like an arrow. Your head is the point, and then your elbows are those outside points, okay? So you wanna make sure you come down into an arrow, not a T. Again, if you need to modify, you're going from your knees. I don't want your butt up, and I don't want this. This is not a push-up. Okay, lock into that mod plank, set your hands outside, and then right here is your mod, okay? And again, if you need to, same thing, just elevate it. Next, we're going on to triceps. Bring your hands to that plank position underneath your shoulders and leave them there, okay? Don't walk them outside of your shoulders. Load it, let's go. Your elbows will graze your ribs. They graze your ribs during a tricep push-up, okay? So this is where going to that base form of that plank is where you stay, okay? Keep your hands under your shoulders. Weight is in your hands. If you're modifying, you're on your knees, but you're not losing that core connection here. No glutes up, no hips down. We're not doing what I like to call a turtle. Okay, turtle is where your head is doing a little motion here, okay? Going back to regular push-ups. The head doesn't move. Nice neutral alignment from your head down to your hips, all right? Get ready for me. We're going back to those regular push-ups. So hands are slightly outside those shoulders. Let's go. Do as many as you can before you have to mod. And again, if you need to, come here. Even though you're up modifying here, it doesn't mean that you do any of this. Line it up, lock in that core right here. And you can even do it from a standing position too, if you want elevated. Totally okay to do. Do what works best for you, but challenge yourself. Good job. Going back to triceps. After this exercise, we're gonna go into a kneeling overhead press, just one arm at a time, okay? Triceps, let's go. Nice and controlled. If you find that you're starting to come down and have to worm your way up, I need you to modify, okay? That is your body saying, we've hit our limit, we need help, these muscles cannot maintain this form much longer, okay? So again, lock it in, core is engaged, elbows graze your ribs. They hug them, they don't wanna leave them, okay? Ready, relax. Coming up next, loading it up, staggered kneeling position, arm opposite of the leg that's out front, overhead right here, okay? Now, very similar to what I said with the push-ups, I don't want you coming straight out from your shoulder, okay? Not here, slightly in front, okay? Ever so slightly in front, that's gonna protect that shoulder, okay? Get your weight if you have not already. Go. Now, as you're doing this, again, modification, pregnancy, postpartum, you just gotta drop weight, okay? Pregnancy, postpartum, being in this position is actually very beneficial for you, just saying. From here, what I want you to make sure of is that you're not arching, okay? Glutes don't need to go back, all right? Lock it in, rotate that pelvis, kind of like you're trying to tuck your glutes underneath of you, okay? You might even feel a little bit of hip flexor stretch. All right, core is engaged. Knuckles to the sky. Knuckles to the sky, meaning do not let your wrist flop forward or back. Okay, you go ahead and rest. I'm just gonna get a couple more. Core is nice and engaged. You're gonna switch sides, okay? As you're doing it, again, think nice, tall, and proud here. Let's go. Core is nice and engaged. You are not arching, you're not rounding. Lock it in, again, slightly in front of your shoulder, like 5 degrees in front of it, not directly out to the side. Knuckles to the ceiling for me. There you go. Breathe. Control the descent. I do not want gravity just to yank that down, okay? Up, slow and control down. Now make sure that you're using the same weight that you used the first time, because if not, you're gonna create imbalances, okay? Go ahead, relax. If you need to up the weight now, up the weight now. If you need to reduce the weight, okay? Going back to the top, or the other side, I should say, right here. Breathe and push. Core is engaged, you don't hold your breath. Trust me, your pelvic floor will not love you for that. You're doing great. And what I'm gonna have you do is come on and load it down and go 1, 2, 3 pulses, push it up. Come on down, 1, 2, 3 pulses, push it back up and rest. There you go. So for those pulses, you're coming down to that field goal or a little bit low and going up small amounts, not all the way up, okay? A little short burner there for you. Ready? Let's go. There we go. Now coming up next, you have a tricep kick back to kick out. So you're gonna do 3 kickbacks to 3 kickouts, and we're gonna do it from what's called a tripod position, okay? There we go. Make sure that you're still stacked throughout. We're not arching, we're not leaning. Get ready, load it up. Give me 1, 2, 3 pulses. Good job, good job. Bring it down. Give me 1, 2, 3 pulses up and control that descent down. Good job. All right, so coming up next, tripod position. You're gonna start by coming into all fours right here, okay? All fours position, your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. All you're gonna do is kick one leg out. That's your tripod. All right, 1, 2, 3 main points of contact. You obviously have 4, but in a very similar area, this is where you're gonna get some good support as you lift up. Now you have your other 3, okay? So go ahead, come down here, grab your weight, load it up for me right here. Kick it back. Kick it back. Right here. You're gonna be 3, then bring your elbow out to the side. 3 right here. Once that's done, bring it back in, kick it back. That's all you're doing. That is all you're doing, 3 and 3. This tripod position is great for pregnancy and postpartum. It's great for core work. And go ahead, rest. And again, set it off, have your main 3 points here first, get this base first, all right? Then once you feel good here, grab the weight and get ready. And now you have your new 3 points of contact, okay? Let's go. 3 and 3. 3 kickbacks. Bring that elbow out. 3 kickouts. Make sure that as you're doing this, that your hips aren't starting to come out to the side. Lock them down, okay? And rest. Awesome job. Go back to the other side. 3 and 3. Three kickbacks. 3 kickouts. Get ready. Let's go. Now for these kickouts, if you need to grab a lighter weight, grab a lighter weight. You're moving yourself away from your body. You're going to have to maybe get a little bit lighter depending on how well your body can manage that adjustment, okay? Now, because it's out here, gravity's gonna fight a lot harder to control it, okay? Keep that elbow up. Don't let it drag down to where you're starting to kick out down here. Keep it up, nice and strong, right here. Get ready and rest. You're doing great. We have 1 more, just the other side. After this, if you have a chair, a bench, a couch, countertop, coffee table, anything like that, we're gonna use that, okay? Let's go. If you don't, do not worry. You can either stay down here on all 4s, or you can do it from a staggered position, but we're gonna do a back fly, 1 side only to a front lift, okay? And rest. All right, so if you don't have a chair, bench, or couch, like I said, you can either stay down there or come into a staggered position like this. I just need your chest over the ground. Okay, so not up here. I need you actually down here. Okay, now if you don't have a chair, bench, or couch, you're gonna come down here. Back fly, front lift. Okay, it's a little bit lighter on the weight. Get ready, go. If you're using chair, bench, or couch, back fly, lift. Right here. So again, you're on the ground like I showed. You're staggered right here, or you're loading it up right here. Now, as you do this move, I want you to make sure you have a slight bend in your elbow as you come out to that fly, okay? Lift to shoulder height, they're just below. We're not flying high for the sky, okay? Additionally, for this front raise, nothing moves but the arm, okay? It goes up, shoulder height, they're just below. Go ahead and rest. You're gonna go to the other side, okay? What I don't wanna see is that you go from here to here, or you're ducking your head down to try and mimic getting more of that mobility, okay? Get ready, go. Additionally, core has to be engaged. Core needs to be engaged. If you are using chair, bench, or couch, or even if you're on the ground, make sure that your weight is in that front hand and that you're not sitting back towards your feet, okay? Strong movements. If you need to, lighten up on weight. Chest is over the ground. And rest. When it comes to doing back moves, so bent over rows, back flies, stuff like that, you need to have your chest over the ground, okay? That's gonna allow us to work those back muscles exactly how we want to, okay? Let's go. If you start to elevate and lift your chest up higher, we're starting to take away from back muscles and other muscles will start to become dominant, okay? It's just the kinesiology of the body and how muscles are gonna respond to different positions, okay? Core is engaged. Let your core help you on the descents, okay? Your core is gonna help stabilize you so that your hips aren't swinging around, but also control that descent. Don't let gravity just slam that weight down. Your core is also gonna help you. Go ahead and switch sides. Your core is gonna help you, and you should be feeling it engaged to help you stabilize and control the weight down, okay? If not, you need to engage it. No arching, no rounding, okay? Ready? Let's go. Coming up after this, you're gonna maintain the same position that you're using right now, okay? Floor, staggered, or the chair, bench, or couch, or switch it up if you want to, and we're just gonna do bent over row, okay? And rest. Awesome job. Bent over row. Bent over row is coming up. All right, so like I said, you can stay on all fours, you can go to that staggered position, or you can join me here. Doesn't matter. All right, weight is over the hands, chest is over the ground, row it up, get your hand to the high hip point right here, and down, okay? Shoulder blade pulls back towards that spine. Let's go. When it comes to a row, the first move that has to happen is your shoulder blade has to go toward that spine first, okay? So if you wanna practice it, if you're new to it, feel free to practice it. Pull that shoulder blade back towards your spine, okay? Then you're gonna lift your elbow to bring the weight up towards your hip. Elbow will relax to drop the weight. Then your shoulder gets to relax, okay? Act like there is your favorite candy on your spine and your shoulder blade wants to eat that candy, okay? Go ahead and relax. It is trying to get close to that spine. It loves that spine. Let it. All right. You're gonna go to the other side. Core is engaged, chest over the ground. Get ready. Let's go. Remember, no arching, no rounding. Good alignment. Core is engaged. You control the movement. Gravity does not. And there we go. Go back to the other side for me, okay? You're doing awesome. Remember, let that shoulder blade eat the candy, okay? Go for the spine. Let's go. If you need to do up weight, that's totally okay. If you need to drop weight, that's totally okay. I just need you being able to challenge yourself, however that is, okay? That's how you see progress. It's not by doing the same thing every single time. If you have been using the same weight for rows every single time, you need to up it. You need to up it at this point, okay? Even if you can only up it for 15, 20 seconds, do that. That's progress, and that's what you need if you want to see the changes that you want. Rest, okay? You don't make progress, you won't see results if you stay the same. You have to be willing to get uncomfortable, go harder, do whatever you can in order to challenge yourself. The body takes 4 to 6 weeks to adapt to whatever you're placing on it, okay? So within 4 to 6 weeks, it's already gonna adapt or be adapted to 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever you're using, okay? That is when you will see a plateau. And until you're willing to get out and challenge yourself, you're not gonna see it. That's why I always say every week, every workout, try to progressively overload. Even if it's just for a few seconds more, a few reps more, progressively overload, okay? Go ahead and relax. That's when you're gonna see the results. Not when you keep doing the same thing every single day. So for example, if you've been doing push-ups from a modified position every single time and you don't try full out, even an elevated full out or a full out on a wall or a countertop, you're not gonna see progress in that area, okay? You gotta be willing to challenge yourself, okay? Come on down here for me. Nice, good child's pose. Walk those fingertips out as far as you can for me. Go ahead and walk over to one side. Whatever arm is in the front, I want you to walk it as far forward as it will go. Go ahead and walk on over to the other side. Go ahead and come up to all fours, that cat-cow we did in the beginning. Just breathe and let's do it again. Go ahead and push on up and walk your hands back to your feet for me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna count you up. As I count you up, I want you to roll through your spine, okay? Nice, slow and controlled, okay? Come up for 5, 4, 3, 2, don't forget about your neck, 1, good job, go ahead and pull it over. Make sure that your shoulder is not up by your ear or your chin. Go ahead and switch. And go ahead and pull it back right here. I hope week 3 has started off great for you. You showed up, that's important. And switch sides. Just keep fighting for me, okay? Keep working hard, keep challenging yourself inside and outside of the workouts, okay? Challenge yourself in the workouts to see the change and the progress that you want there, but remember, go ahead and relax. Just cross it over right here. But you have to remember that workouts only count for about 5% of calories burned in a day. And if you are wanting weight loss, it truly is about burning more calories than what you put into your body, okay? And go ahead and relax. So make sure that outside of the workout, you are still doing things to help aid, okay? You need to still be active. Don't just work out and go and become sedentary. If you have a desk job, try and get up every hour, every 2 hours, not just for your goals, but just for general mobility and bone and tissue and muscle health. Get up and move every 1 to 2 hours. I remember when I was doing a specific class with my master's, rehabilitation science and injury prevention are something that I studied, and they specifically mentioned how studies showed so much benefit for those who did desk jobs to get up every hour, every 2 hours, walk for 5 to 10 minutes. Just even if it's just around your building, wherever you work, just do that. But make sure that you're doing that. Make sure you're focusing on nutrition. Make sure you're fueling your body properly, okay? You are getting in good protein, healthy fats, carbs, fiber, okay? Fiber-filled carbs, best friend, okay? But make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're not trying to restrict yourself. Make sure you're not doing low carb. Make sure you're staying hydrated, all those different things. And remember, around the 2 to 3 week mark is when people start to quit. Whatever goal it is when it comes to health and fitness, they tend to start to slip off and quit and kind of drift away. Don't do that, okay? If you've done that in the past, tell yourself, not this time. You've got this, okay? It is going to feel hard at times, but you keep pushing through. You are worth fighting for yourself, okay? I need you to stay focused. I need you to stay consistent, and I need you to keep putting in the hard work, okay? Other than that, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for pushing yourself, for challenging yourself, and I cannot wait to see you right back here for our next workout together.